Nathan Zegura here at Heinz Field, where the Browns fall to 7-9 on this season, losing 26-14 to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger in what was his final game here at Heinz Field. The Browns wanted to crash that party, that celebration, but like too often this season, a very good defensive performance was matched with a very poor offensive performance, and the Browns found themselves on the wrong side once again. The Steelers would open this game up. There'd be a lot of 3-and-outs. First quarter, teams even went for it on fourth down. Both the Browns and the Steelers, neither would get it. There would be no points. The Steelers would finally get a drive going in the first half. They'd get a touchdown, Roethlisberger to Deontay Johnson. They'd go up 7-0. They would intercept Baker Mayfield, but on a short field, the Browns defense would hold to a field goal. It would be 10-0 Steelers at the half, and the Browns really could not get anything going offensively. In fact, in the first half, they had just one possession where they had more than 5 plays in a drive. In the second half, the Steelers opened it up with another field goal, so it would be 13-0. Now the Browns, they would kind of have a nice complimentary football session here. A Colquitt punt pinned the Steelers back deep after a muff by Ray McLeod. The Browns defense would get a sack from Jadeveon Clowney, putting the Steelers back on their 1-yard line. And following that punt, Baker would hit Donovan Peoples-Jones for 39 yards, a couple of Nick Chubb runs, and then on third down, it would be Baker to the Chief on one of those jump ball fades for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, it's a one-score game, 13-7. Now the Browns defense would force another 3-and-out. So you had the ball back, one-score game. But the Browns offense could not get anywhere, and they get it back to the Steelers. The Steelers would add 2 more field goals. It would be 19-7, a 2-score game. The Browns would then have their longest drive of the game late in the fourth quarter, 17 plays, just about 50 yards though, culminated with a big pass interference penalty called against Jarvis Landry, getting the Browns down to the 1, and then Baker to Harrison Bryant for his second touchdown of the day. It would be 19-14. The Browns would try an onside kick. The Steelers would recover. They only had 2 timeouts now, just about a minute to go. They would need to stop them and then hope for a miracle. But on third down, Najee Harris, who had a great day for the Steelers, broke through into the end zone for the touchdown, hence the final 26-14. For the Browns, once again, the questions remain the same. How do we get this offense going? How do we get this passing game going? They were outpossessed in this game by 10 minutes. They were rarely on the field. And when you have 3-and-outs, 5-and-outs, that's what happens. Baker Mayfield would end the day with 2 interceptions, multiple turnovers again, but the last one came at the end of the final play when basically the game was over anyway, so I don't even count that one. But the Browns, again, offensively just couldn't get in a rhythm. As I said, they were outpossessed by 10 minutes in this game, and yet the defense held the Steelers to just about under 300 yards, to 3.8 yards a play. Ben Roethlisberger averaged under 3 yards a pass attempt. But the Browns offense, as I said, struggled once again. 9 sacks. Baker Mayfield was sacked 9 times to 2 interceptions. It all adds up to not enough. And for the Browns, many, many, many more questions right now than answers for this team. It was a disappointment coming into tonight. They knew they'd been eliminated from the playoffs. The result tonight, disappointing as well. And so the Browns have one more game against the Bengals at First Energy Stadium this Sunday to try to end this season on a positive note, but unfortunately more of the same and not good enough for the Browns here at Heinz Field, losing 26-14.